I had just fast-traveled into the lumber mill to work on my settlement when I got a strange radio broadcast called Shipbreaker's radio broadcast. I tuned in and started to hear this sort of scrambled radio signal that was very weak. Tuning in started the quest Shipbreaker. I followed the strength of the signal for quite a while. It took me southwest of Echo Lake Lumber Mill. I finally found this boggy area, and in the middle of it was a named fog crawler called Shipbreaker. I pulled out my Gauss rifle and did what came naturally. He didn't have amazing loot, just a randomly generated unique item, but upon killing him I got a quest update that said to talk to Old Longfellow. For those trying to find Shipbreaker, he was southwest of the Echo Lake Lumber Mill, here exactly where my arrow is on the map. I went back to Old Longfellow's cabin and talked with Old Longfellow.
We heading out?
I hear that you've been trying for years to track down an ancient fog crawler.
That's right. Shipbreaker, I call her. A wily old beast. I put all the harbormen on the lookout for her.
I took care of Shipbreaker for you.
Did you now? That's damned impressive. Especially for a mainlander. Funny thing is, happy as I am that she's gone, I think I'm gonna miss her in a way. Walking in the fog will be a bit less interesting now. But I don't have to wonder if she might be lurking behind the next rock. Kept me on my toes, she did. For that, I'm grateful, in spite of the sorrow she visited on the island. Here, you may as well have my trusty old harpoon gun. I was saving it for delivering the killing blow to Shipbreaker. But now you should have it.
Your reward is a unique harpoon gun called Skipper's Last Stand. Its unique effect is 150 damage resistance while you're reloading. Now this particular legendary modification is great on a harpoon gun because you reload after every shot. The rest of the gun wasn't amazing. It had typical stats for a harpoon gun: 165 damage, a fire rate of 2, a range of 143, accuracy of 63, a weight of 16.3, and to get max use out of it, you need to have the heavy gunner perks. It does do an amazing amount of damage. It's not quite as powerful as my VATS enhanced Gauss rifle, and it's exceptionally slow. I found that when using it, melee attackers would knock me back and keep interrupting me reloading my weapon, forcing me to use chems that slowed time just to finish the battles. But this did give me an opportunity to gauge the usefulness of the legendary modification. I was getting racked with attacks from Mirelurks, and my health bar was barely budging despite the fact that I was not in armor. But of course the best thing about this gun is it just looks really cool. I have to say the harpoon gun is one of the best looking and coolest guns that came with Far Harbor, and I love running around using it. I probably won't be using it in my everyday utilitarian build, but it still is nice to have. Now the radio broadcast was a random encounter. I was just working on my lumber mill when suddenly I got the notification that there was a radio broadcast. I saved my game immediately after accepting the quest, reloaded a previous save that I had saved just a few moments before, waited a few moments, and it did happen again. So I think it's on a timer. It's not completely random, but I'm guessing that it must be on a timer. You need to have played for a certain amount of time, or explored so many places, or have been logged into the game for a period of time. I'm really not sure what the calculations are, but I was at the lumber mill when it happened. I was able to reload a previous save and repeat the process. Now, one thing to bear in mind is if you do get this quest, you should probably go ahead and finish it immediately. I've read online that some people have gotten the radio broadcast and then gone on to do other things, and then they've lost it, getting a message saying, it looks like Shipbreaker has moved on to other locations. And then other people have said that if they've gotten that notification, that they were unable to get the radio broadcast again, making this quest unobtainable for the rest of their playthrough unless they used console commands. So, do yourself a favor, and as soon as you get this radio broadcast, just immediately complete it so that you can get the gun. So there you go, another fun, unexpected little quest from Bethesda. Thanks to Bethesda for such a great downloadable content. Far Harbor has exceeded all of my expectations, and I'm having an absolute blast with it. I hope you guys have good luck finding Shipbreaker, defeating him, and getting your own Skipper's Last Stand. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more Fallout 4 and Far Harbor content.